Lafayette Legacy Construction is essentially a home building company, but we're not simply here to put up homes. We're here to give deep consideration to what your home needs might be. What is the house telling us we need to do with it? An older home sometimes has had many remodels done to it, and now for the first time we're trying to unwind some of that congestion a little bit and trying to find the center line that was intended in that home and see if we can enhance it so that today's generation can enjoy it not only now but hopefully into the future. Materials are expensive. Construction costs are high. We all are aware of that. Well, let's face it, when you're spending a lot of money, even though you know this builder is capable and good, I mean, it's you now. It's not somebody else's money. It's you make a lot of noise. You make a lot of dust. And the nature of construction is it tends to consume more money than you thought you were initially going to spend. Those parts of that formula are not things that tend to make you love your contractor as you're going through the process. Where the love comes back in eventually, I think, is when you see them in the supermarket or you see them at somebody's social event and they come up to you and they say, I love my house. I still love what you guys did for us. And all the current memories of all that distraction and anxiety seem to have quelled, and they have allowed the home to deliver what we hoped we could deliver to them, which was something that they would really enjoy sharing with their family. We've had to go back to what we did a lot of when we started, which was to take existing homes that belong to people now and utilize their thoughts and work with them on their fears and their anxieties through this whole building process and try to reestablish faith that things will be okay when we discover something that is in such great shape as we did in this last house. The house we're building now had a couple of challenges, and oftentimes our meetings include a little bit of remembering that we need to all breathe and that we will get to the end, and then eventually, if we're faithful, we'll have a way to get to the end of this project. And I don't have the magic wand that says how that's going to be done. It's just, we haven't seen one yet that we haven't finished. We do have some favorite designers. We do have some favorite suppliers. And many of our people are all local-based people. We don't have to go terribly far to find great talent here in the East Bay. I met Brian in 1990, or maybe it was spring of 91, but a significant amount of years ago now. We were both younger then, that's for sure. But I knew there was something special about that guy when I met him, and it's 10 times truer today than it ever was then. And it's part of actually just getting to know not only somebody you can work with in business, but someone who's really been a really good friend to you. Brian is truly a unique man. Everybody should be half as blessed to have somebody in their life like him, and I feel blessed. He loves the personality of people when he meets them. People love him. He's just one of these really infectious guys. You can't deny that about him. People have baked him pies and given him Christmas presents and birthday. I mean, it's just incredible what people remember to do for him. It's those small things that keep Brian really happy like that. Think about our spaces. We have to think about how to maximize the efficiency of the space that we already have. We can continuously go out further and further and further away and find land that's more available and easier to build on, but it's often at the expense of people driving much greater distances to get to work. So if we can find projects that are within an established neighborhood that can enhance what's already there, or perhaps even take something down that just isn't really serving the needs of the community any longer, and put something in its place that will have greater value. Those are the type of projects we'd like to involve ourselves in. I educated both of my kids in the Lafayette school system. And so, I guess as a parent, you become familiar with the environment you've been in for a while. I serve on a board at my church in Orinda, so I'm very invested in the Orinda community. For example, when you go into a city office and you have to inquire about building information, or you have to inquire about permitting information, these can be very challenging places to navigate. And certainly the more you do it with places where you're familiar with the process and where they're familiar with you, there's a trust that is built between those departments. And we share that trust with the people that we work with in those city environments. I'd really like to think about building a small set of homes. And when I say a small set, maybe 5 or 6 of them, so that they would all work together. So eventually when all the neighbors would be there, they could realize what value the architects and the builders had put into this little magical space, and look back and go, wow, this is pretty cool. At the end of the day, we'd like to think that eventually in time you'll think that we did everything humanly possible to make your home a place to live, to really enjoy.